Now, New Zealanders are back into lockdown again this year. In this video, I'm going to share a few well-being tips that I used and tested from my previous experience and hope it will be helpful for you as well. Let's check it out. Hi, welcome to Bear Talk channel. In this channel, we talk things about design, technology, and productivity. I'm Bear, a product designer who lives and works in Auckland, New Zealand. I know it's been quite frustrated for a lot of Kiwis that we stay at home for a whole week so far, and we're probably gonna stay a few days more from today. Um, I think it also happens on many other places, so that people will already got some experience for lockdown, but it will be never a good experience anyway. For me, I feel it's easier and more difficult at the same time because my daughter decided to give up napping since this year, so which is really hard for me and my wife to get proper work during the day. But also, I found it's quite easier because I developed a routine and some habits, and also the mental swift for work remotely in in a healthy way. So because those techniques that I developed, I feel it's easier than previous lockdown. So in this video, I'm going to share a few things that I wrote as this on this sketch note, which is about my lockdown well-being tips. So let's check it out now. Yeah, as mentioned, this is my lockdown well-being tips. So it's tested from my personal experience. And me, I stay at home as the product designer. So a lot of meetings with people, and also need to focus on my personal design, on my design projects. So there are a lot of demanding. And also as a parent, I need to find time to be with my loved ones, and also I need to prepare dinner, lunch, breakfast for the family. So it's quite frustrating, but I feel that a few things that we can learn. The first things is the mindset change. What I call this mindset hacking, because sometimes we just feel frustrated if we're asked, if you're requested to stay at home, that you're limited and you cannot go anywhere because you're limited in your space. That's mindset really frustrated. But if you can switch the mindset as you're doing that because of your choice, pretend it like you're doing this meditation training, or you're doing this, minimalist lifestyle challenge for a few days, cannot go anywhere, cannot do anything. Decide you decide to do that by yourself. And if you can switch the mindset like that, it feels much better than be told that you have to stay at home. So this is first one, mindset hacking. And the second one is limit your news and social media consumption. This is extremely helpful for me because in my previous lockdowns, I just scrolling for updates on social media and news, and most of the time things are just duplicated, and most of the news are just noise. But when you check most of those news, you'll feel overwhelmed and frustrated, and the stress level is really high. So since the beginning of this lockdown, I intentionally asked myself, like, let's limit my consumption on news and social media. So every day I just take 1 or 2 time to check check the news. And normally I just ask my wife, like, what's the update for today? And the other thing is to check my social media, like even just a few hours open window in the evening after dinner. So yeah, that's all good. You don't need to check all of them every day, every time. The third tip, block personal time on your calendar. I think a lot of people are already doing that. So yeah, it's really good to do that, especially you have to collaborate with your team. And interestingly, that during lockdown, we have more meetings than usual, than the average. So be sure that you can block some time for you, for your family, for you personally. And for example, like me, I block 9 to 10 in the morning as my daughter time. So during this period, I just play with my daughter and then get some work done after that. The fourth tip is about sleep. This is essential for your health, for your well-being. But sometimes we're just too stressful to sleep. How about that? Yeah, you can do some workout or some get out of the house to walk during the daytime, and so get proper sleep, or just limit your caffeine consumption. But this is 2 tips I would like to suggest. The first thing is to read physical books or Kindle. So this is really helpful. For me, I can read 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and then feel tired and then feel achieved, and then yeah, it's okay that I can sleep. But the second tip, which is what I've learned this time, is to use the time you cannot sleep for meditation. And you can just learn some basic techniques about meditation, such as focus on breath or other thing. And then, or you can use a meditation app and use your AirPods. So if you cannot sleep, just do some meditation practice. You can always get something anyway if you cannot sleep. Yeah. Next tip, do some workout. This is like everyone will say that, but personally I find the short, the high intensity intermittent training, HIIT, is really helpful. Just take 5 minutes every time and 3 times a day. So good. Yeah, so just break that into small snippets and use it during your work days. The next one is to intentionally plan some off-screen activities. Stay away from screen, like get out of the house to take a walk, get some weather on you. And for me personally, I draw and on physical sketchbook, and sometimes I try to take a walk. My daughter is not a big fan on walking. I need to bribe her every time to get her out and to walk with me. And maybe just put your noise cancelling headphone on and do dishwashing dancing. This is really really helpful, right? So those are all the tips that I found quite helpful. If you like this video, please hit the like button or subscribe it if you haven't done that. And you can always find me on my website, beartalking.com. And thanks for watching. I hope you like this one. And I will see you in the next video. Cheers. 再见。